wonder what will happen then. Okay, Heather can be so bossy, and in nature, hunters would never go find food for the deer. Heather won't hear this, right? So I'm running for my life from this psycho chef when all of a sudden it hits me. I'm doing this for Heather? I don't even like her.
Even though Heather can be really mean, that doesn't mean we should be mean back, right? Buddha says you can lead a sheep to water, but you can't make it nice. That is so deep. You know what? Models are people too. We stare at them, but they've got feelings just like the rest of us. They've got hopes and dreams. My dream is to marry Justin. My mom says that if I concentrate really hard, one day, all of my dreams will come true. At first, I thought he was talking to the crew, not us. I was really hoping they'd replace Chris the Creep with a nicer host this time around. Is that mean? Sorry. If only making friends with a guy as gorgeous as Justin was as easy as making these bracelets. I wanted to tell him he looked like a surfing god. Instead, I said,
Oh, I love horsies. Justin told me I looked like one. He's so great.
Did Owen actually break his jaw? That's so tragic. Owen lives to eat. So I'm sitting in my orthodontist office, and Hunky McCuterson takes the seat opposite me. I grin at him, but he just thinks I'm making ouchy faces on account of the braces. Until I pull this baby out and spritz her on. Once something works that well, you don't let it out of your sight. They make us do a lot of horrible, humiliating things to each other on this show, and I haven't been very good at most of them. But when I knocked Heather off her high pedestal and made her fall into a pit of bubbling tar, well, that was my high point of the competition. Maybe my whole life. I don't know if Chris gets that her superpowers are fake. I mean, I can't really talk to plants. Hi, what's your name? They're totally typecasting me as the ugly stepsister. But now that my braces are off, I'm absolutely princess material. Hey, how do you know if you have a concussion? Is seeing double a bad sign? I felt really bad for Lindsay, but that was some pretty good thinking on Courtney's part. Safe and secure? Genius! Okay, so I felt a little guilty about taking advantage of Ow! I gotta admit, I was kind of curious to know where Lindsay was going with this. Listen, I'm obviously a little old for make-believe, but Courtney is not somebody I would have had over to my pretty pretend palace. Ever. She'd always want to be the daddy, the doctor, and the prime minister of all my dolls. And they won't like that one bit. I mean, wouldn't, if I still played with them, which I don't. Look, I love Lindsay, but I'm not sure if I want to put all my eggs into that basket. 2 heads are better than 1, but 3 heads are better than 2. And any head is probably better than Lindsay's. How can I be mad at Lindsay? Watching Courtney be jealous was the best, especially when she tried to pretend she didn't care. I've fallen for enough fake friendships to know better. They lure you in with the promise of chocolate, and before you know it, you're jacked up on cocoa butter doing all their science homework. Never again! Hey, this is what she gets for trying to manipulate me into forming an alliance. 2 can play that game. I think splitting off from the guys and forming a girl alliance with Courtney is really paying off. I mean, you heard her, right? She called me a genius. If it was lime green, then maybe Courtney would have a point. But this is cherry, and everyone knows that cherry is the flavor of love. OMG! Harold is so crushing on me. That's the power of a ring on the finger. All guys want what they know they can't have. This is exactly what I tried to warn Courtney about. But would she listen? No! And now we're both in trouble. Our girl alliance is off to a very shaky start. Am I doing the right thing? I thought I was, but now that I see the pain I'm putting Harold through, I just don't know anymore. He's like a little lovesick puppy. It's kind of pathetic, but in an endearing way. If I can take the plunge and say yes to Brady, then surely I have the strength of will needed to climb into a vomit-coated spacesuit and get hurled around like a rag doll for 5 minutes. They're practically the same thing, right? Brady and I were never meant to be. I'd return the ring, but I totally heard every insane word. Well, almost every word. I dozed off around page 9, section 3, paragraph 4. Then again on page 22, section 11, paragraph 8. Poor Duncan. I've always shared a bond with nature's creatures. When I was a kid, I made friends with the rats in our attic. It was like Cinderella. Actually, it makes perfect sense. Those two are made for each other. The only difference is one would eat you alive in a heartbeat, and the other's a shark. The two of us work so well together because our friendship is based on mutual respect. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yes, mutual respect. That's the key to any healthy relationship. Chef in a good mood? That's like Heather saying she's sorry. You have to take advantage of it while it's happening. Somebody has to win, right? I guess it might as well be me. To be nice, I could share the prize with Lindsay or with Brady, my totally real boyfriend. He already likes me heaps, but $1 million never hurt a girl's attractiveness. So maybe that wasn't super nice of me. Looks like I might have one cutthroat bone in my body. Just one of those teensy-weensy ones in your ear. Let's call it my cutthroat cochlea. Perfect! The one person I didn't like enough to learn everything about.